live on Masti AVI right now. हमारा चल रहा है cooking show which is called Cooking Comes Alive, the only show of its kind across Southeast Asia, जहाँ पर रेडियो स्टूडियो से लाइव हम किचन के अंदर घुसते हैं और लाइव खाना बनाते हैं।
पहला अगर आपका स्वागत करता हूँ सिंगापुर रेडियो मस्ती 24/7 लाइव की वो महफिल जिसे आप थ्रोबैक थर्सडे कहते हैं।
रेडियो मस्ती 24/7 पर आप हमें दिल की आंखों से देखते हैं, लेकिन मस्ती एवीआई पर हम भी आपको देखते हैं और छेड़ते हैं। Best of audio and visual entertainment, games, star interviews, contests, full on masti.
Masti AVI.
Masti AVI.
Masti AVI. Masti AVI. Follow us on Radio Masti 24/7 Live Singapore Facebook page and watch all shows on Masti AVI tab on our app Radio Masti 24/7. Masti AVI, meaningful entertainment at your fingertips. Brought to you exclusively by Radio Masti 24/7.
And you know that Masti AVI पर जब भी हमने कभी भी कोई प्रॉमिस किया है उसको पूरा जरूर किया है. So I would like to start the show today with these lines beautifully written by Kavita Ramdas, that we need women who are so strong so they can be gentle, so educated so they can be humble, so fierce that they can be compassionate, so passionate that they can be rational, and so disciplined so they can be free. Hello, hi, welcome to Namastey and very good evening. Masti Media Network पर इस special feature पर मैं RJ Antra welcoming you all, and yes, totally in Nari Shakti mode at the moment. So yesterday we had such a meaningful conversation on this platform Masti AVI, and today is actually May 24th of Jan, National Girl Child Day, and as we are now marching towards Republic Day, मैं सबको बताना चाहती हूँ that ये जो 75th Republic Day हमारा इंडिया का है, उसके parade में this year the spotlight is on women empowerment as well, and with the theme Viksit Bharat, the parade's focus is on showcasing the vital role of women in various states, and this year's special highlight is this all women tri-service contingent, एक historic first, kind of showcasing the strength and capabilities of Indian women. Now, having said all of this, it becomes very important that हम हिंदुस्तानी दुनिया के किसी भी कोने में चले जाए, चाहे कहीं भी रहे, we must and we should celebrate India wherever we go, and that is why the ideas is getting Namastey Bharat 2024. We have been talking about it on radio for quite some time now, where tradition meets innovation. एक ऐसा exhibition, एक ऐसा space जहां हम सब मिलकर सिंगापुर में रहते हुए हिंदुस्तान को celebrate कर सकते हैं. Now, we have been talking, but the major highlight is going to be someone very special, जो आज मुझे यहाँ पे join करने वाली है. Now, उनके आने से आपको पता लग जाएगा कि आज नारी शक्ति की जब मैंने बात की, why I did so. And नारी शक्ति का एक स्वरूप, we can say that. From a child actor to a rocking the South cinema industry to mesmerizing the world of television, making a very strong stand in the world of Indian politics, being a member of National Commission of Women, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms.Kushboo Sundar.
4 days. Singapore, get ready to celebrate India with D Ideas presents Namastey Bharat 2024. 25th to 28th Jan, enjoy the rich cultural diversity of India with Indian Food Festival, textiles, health and wellness workshops, fashion shows, lucky draws and more. Namastey Bharat at Singapore Expo Hall 5B, 25th to 28th Jan, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Entry free. For more info, visit www.namastebharat.world. Digital media partners, Masti Media Network Singapore.
Hi, ma'am. Welcome to Masti AVI.
Hi, how are you?
I am very good. So I was just talking about Nari Shakti and all of these things and how important it is this year's in Republic Day. We are going to highlight that as well. But having said that, हमारे Radio Masti 24/7 में ना हम लोग ऐसे पूछते हैं, how's the Josh? How's the Josh?
How's the Josh is super Josh है, क्योंकि हम जो कह रहे हैं 75 साल मना रहे हैं हमारे हिंदुस्तान के इंडिपेंडेंस के, और जैसे आपने कहा कि ये साल जो है वो नारी शक्ति को बहुत ही सेंटर पॉइंट, फोकल पॉइंट रख के हम इसको सेलिब्रेट करने वाले हैं, विमेन एम्पावरमेंट को सेलिब्रेट करने वाले हैं. और जब आप और हम यहाँ बैठ के बात कर रहे हैं और हमारे जो काफी महिलाएं जो हैं, औरतें जो हमें देख रही हैं, So I think everybody is empowered, and that is the main thing about this year for us, that women empowerment, and सभी औरतें आगे बढ़ रही हैं.
Absolutely. And I think your fans have already started commenting over it. I have watched all her movies. I really love her, Gayatri. Yes, like she's right here. And yeah, she's, believe it or not, yes, she is here with me right now. Kushboo, I want to know that you have been to Singapore before.
Of course, many times.
So what is that favorite thing which you love about Singapore? जब भी आप आते हो, that is one thing you always do.
ऑर्चर्ड स्ट्रीट, ऑर्चर्ड रोड जो आपका है, वो पूरा चलना. एंड आई थिंक बेसिकली जब सिंगापुर में रहते हैं ना, तो एक ऐसी फील होती है कि हम हमारे घर पे ही हैं, वी आर एट होम. You know, that kind of a feel you have in Singapore, and you feel so safe. I mean, you want to walk out at 2 in the morning and you can just walk down the streets. Yeah, I mean, I feel very safe in Singapore. And I think I have been coming to Singapore for the last, more than 30 years I've been coming to Singapore.
Nice,
so
nice.
I think it's a very strong connection. Even for my kids, they feel that Singapore is it has always been one of our favorite destinations.
Holiday destinations and shopping destinations as well, I am
Both.
sure. Both. But how excited you are this time around when you are coming for Namastey Bharat 2024?
I'm very excited because I'm coming as a brand ambassador of Namastey Bharat. And when you talk about Bharat, I think it's, we have the richest country. We are the richest country when it comes to our culture and heritage. And, bringing in artisans from different parts of India. And they showcasing what they are good at. तो मतलब देखने ऐसे किसी जगहों पे जाने के बाद ही हमें पता लगता है कि अरे हिंदुस्तान में इतनी सारी चीजें अपने हाथों से बनाई जाती है, इतना है हिंदुस्तान में, हम बाहर क्यों ढूंढते रहते हैं? Why do you keep always looking for something? The other side of the river is always greener बोल के. But I think हमारे हिंदुस्तान में इतनी सारी चीजें हैं. So I think it's great feeling to be part of Namastey Bharat, to be there with all the artisans, well-known artisans from India, and the first-time artisans, and along with Amrita Fadnavis ji. I think it's going to be great.
I am sure, and it's going to be rocking with all of you around. There's so much happening within these 4 days, which is starting actually tomorrow until 28th of Jan. It's going to happen in Namastey Bharat, from food to music, Hindi poetry, competitions, one exhibition to look out for. So, if you were given a personal choice, then what are you looking forward to most within the exhibition?
I think I'm looking forward to the first time artisans who are going to be displaying their products there. Because what I'm looking forward to is, we know कि हर चीज अपने हाथ से बनती है यहाँ पर. It's not only about food, not only about clothing, not only about some artifacts, but every little thing, whether it's pottery, whether it is jewelry, whether it is, I mean, you name it and you have it. So I think, somebody was just texting me yesterday, can we showcase what Green Thumb is about? I said, I wish you had told me earlier. Because, आजकल, because after COVID, in fact, हम सब bakers बन चुके हैं, हम सब cookery सीख चुके हैं, हमारे सबके छत के ऊपर terrace garden बना हुआ है. We have started growing vegetables and flowers at home. So there are a lot of people who are into this, and they're saying it's so easy to do it. You don't need a huge space, a vast space, to make a terrace garden where you can grow your vegetables. You can just do it on your terrace, whatever space you have. So now people want to showcase that. And I am looking forward to what new they can offer me, because I'm also coming as one of the, I would say, an audience to know what more can be surprising.
True. But it also at least takes me back to the to my childhood memories as well. Do you have any childhood memory going to some exhibition or handloom exhibition, maybe with your parents? What used to excite you the most when you were a kid?
Oh my God. When I was a kid, the most thing that used to excite me at any kind of exhibition, उस वक्त exhibitions तो नहीं होते थे, but used to have मेला लगता था.
हाँ, मेला होता था.
हाँ जी, तो मेले में जाते थे. तो I remember my mama used to take me to मेला. My mom had only one elder brother, and he used to take me for मेला. And I used to go there basically to have बुड्ढी का बाल. Okay. And then to go on the wheel.
Yeah, the Ferris wheel. The
Ferris wheel. I used to love to go on that. And I remember my mama used to take me, and my mom used to tell him that वो आ जाएगी, लेकिन रात को घर छोड़ देना, वो रुकेगी नहीं. and my mama will be like, नहीं 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 वो रह लेगी, and she would ask me in front of my mom, बेटा रात को मामू के साथ सोएगा ना? हाँ 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 हाँ. And by the time you finish मेला, you come back home, I would be like, मुझे घर जाना है, I want to be with अम्मी. हाँ, मुझे अम्मी के पास जाना है, मुझे अम्मी के साथ सोना है, मुझे यहाँ नहीं रुकना. So and every time my mama would religiously take me and religiously drop me back with me promising him कि अगली बार I'll stay with you.
But I hope this time you are going to stay in Singapore for some time, right?
Yes, yes, I am.
वापस नहीं बोलोगे ना कि जल्दी से घर जाना है.
नहीं, I am staying back in Singapore.
That's amazing. हर किसी की एक जर्नी रही है, आपकी भी एक जर्नी रही है, fair share of battles भी रहे हैं. So if I may ask that, आपके हर phase में से, if you had to take a takeaway from that, कि ये चीज, this is one takeaway from is, like when you were a child actor, what would be a takeaway from that phase of your life?
See, as a child actor, I would say there were two phases. One is the most beautiful one is you have made memories. You worked with the stalwarts of the industry. So I literally grew up with the likes of Amitabh Bachchan, Dharmendra, Hema Malini, Jitendra, Reena Roy, Sunil Dutt. You know, that starry aura, you grew up with them. But on the flip side, I think what I missed was my schooling. I had to drop out in my ninth standard, so I couldn't finish my academic year. So I think that's the only. And my principal still keeps complaining till date. He said, "Wish you had finished your education." So I think that's a flip side of it. But I think कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है.
Absolutely. Then what would be your takeaway from the time, with the phase where you were in the South film industry, like doing really amazing, and then a fair share of deal on in TV reality shows, you were like everywhere. So what takeaway from that phase you will take?
I think the love that was showered upon me, the fans, the amount of love. I remember just after Chinnathambi, I was not very fluent in Tamil. And we had gone for, I think, one of the celebration of Chinnathambi in one of the theaters in Madurai. And I stepped out of the theater myself, Prabhu sir, P. Vasu sir, and my producer, K. Balu. We stepped out of the airport, rather. We stepped out of the airport, and there was this huge crowd with buses, and sab log bhi niche khade the. And they had a placard with my name and my pictures on it. And the minute we stepped out of the airport, everybody was like screaming. So I thought I did something wrong and people have come to protest. And I ran back into the airport, inside the airport. And then Vasu sir, Prabhu sir said, "What happened?" I said, "नहीं, बाहर लोग खड़े हैं. मैंने शायद कुछ बोल दिया, कुछ कर दिया, तो मेरे खिलाफ खड़े हैं." बोलते, "अरे पागल, वो लोग fans हैं, they have come to welcome you." Because I didn't understand Tamil then. So I said, okay. So I think those kind of memories where itna pyar, mere ghar ke bahar, matlab, we used to stay in a very secluded area called Boat Club in Chennai. And वहाँ पर इतना crowd, Sunday especially, कि मतलब पूरा वो जो avenue है buses से भरा रहता था.
Wow.
तो वहाँ से फिर हमें association से complain आई कि you can't entertain your fans here because the other people get disturbed. क्योंकि it's a very, very क्या कहते हैं, the A kind of people living there in that area in Boat Club. तो फिर मुझे मेरे fans को request करना पड़ा कि आप नहीं आए. Then there was a phase when everybody wanted to get married to me.
What a nice problem to have, actually.
Yeah. So, and खून से letter लिख के आते थे. They used to write it in blood and say that we want to marry you. And I remember I was shooting and my mom gave, and उस वक्त mobile phones नहीं हुआ करते थे. एंड मम्मी ने स्टूडियो में फोन किया, एंड उस स्टूडियो में भी ऐसा फोन होता था कि सिर्फ एक फोन हुआ करता था. आप किसी फ्लोर पर हो, 1 to 8 देयर आर फ्लोर्स, एंड किसी फ्लोर पर हो तो एक ही फोन है जहाँ पे आपको कॉल जाएगा. फिर वो लोग बोलेंगे हम मैसेज भिजवाएंगे, फिर जब तक कोई मैसेज आके बोलेगा, फिर वापस आके टाइम है तो बीच में आके फोन करो.
those times.
तो मम्मी का मतलब एक 8-10 फोन आ गया था. सो दे सेड देयर इज सम इमरजेंसी, योर मॉम इज कॉलिंग अप. सो आई केम रनिंग, आई कॉल्ड अप मॉम, एंड मॉम वाज लाइक हाउलिंग ओवर द फोन, तू वापस आ जा बेटा, तू वापस आ जा. लाइक हुआ क्या, मुझे नहीं मालूम, तू वापस आ. सो आई कैंसल माय शूटिंग एंड आई वेंट बैक होम. पता लगता है कि देयर वाज अ फैमिली फ्रॉम तिरुनेलवेली वो सिटिंग एट होम धरना करके कि आई एम देयर डॉटर, जिसको उन्होंने मेले में खो दिया था जब मैं 2 साल की थी.
No way.
Yeah. And there was the entire family, one Muslim family sitting there, and my mom was like, तीन बेटों के बाद एक बेटी मेरी. And mommy was like, she said, कुछ तो कर इन लोगों को भेज वरना मैं कुछ कर दूंगी. So then I literally, and they were like, nahi, you are the lost daughter. We lost you when you were 2 years old. And is mele mein. I said, I've never even stepped anywhere in Tamil Nadu before this. So then we had to call the cops, and then we had to send them back. Pata laga, they were just my fans who wanted to stay connected with me. So we didn't continue with the case and everything. But I mean, that is the kind of love which people have showered, and that stays with you. मतलब बाकी success जो है आएगा जाएगा, success and failures, they keep coming and going. But I think ये जो this kind of love and affection which is showered upon you stays with you forever.
That is just amazing. Like, and again, scary at the same time. When these kind of things happen, you don't know how to deal with them
Exactly.
initially. Then slowly and gradually you get the hang of it. Ki acha chalo isko is tarah se manage karna hai.
बिल्कुल.
Wow, wow. What would be your takeaway as a mom and a wife?
As a wife, I think I knew my husband for 5 years, more than 5 years before we got married. So I think the takeaway is it still needs a lot of effort to be a good housewife. Marriage, being a girlfriend is different, but when you get
True.
married, you don't get married to the man you love. You get married into a family. And yes, there are few adjustments which have to be made. I wouldn't say compromise. I always like to use the word saying adjustments. You don't compromise when you're in love. You make adjustments to keep the family happy. And again, I say that marriage is never a one-way traffic.
True.
Give and take has to be there. So touch wood, 25 years into the married life, and it's been great.
Well, I think your fan is saying, if I'm not wrong, she has a temple in Tamil Nadu. She's saying so. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yes, so she's being worshipped as well. Gayatri, you know a lot. Wow. Um, uh, I want to show a picture, and because you talked about family, and I came across this picture and I found it extremely sweet.
Yeah.
Extremely sweet. This is
Oh, my
your mother-in-law
mother-in-law.
meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And
Yes.
what a moment. I really wanted to talk to you about this more. Like, what's the story behind this?
See, my
Such a sweet
mother-in-law is
picture.
no, my mother-in-law is 92. She's a heart patient. We just replaced her pacemaker. And for me, at this moment, nothing more is important to make sure that my mother-in-law is happy in every way.
True.
Because for us, every day she's with us, and that's a blessing because she's the eldest at home. So she stays with us. And in that big house, I feel कि मेरी सासू माँ हैं तो उनका आशीर्वाद हमारे ऊपर है. That's why we are happy and the house is blessed. So she said कि she wanted to meet after I met the Prime Minister in Kerala. When I was speaking to her, she said, I would like to meet him. That's my dream. अगर मैं मिल पाऊंगी तो my dream will come true. पता नहीं इस जन्म में मैं मिल पाऊंगी नहीं मिल पाऊंगी, मरने से पहले मिल पाऊंगी नहीं मिल पाऊंगी. So that hit me hard कि उनकी खुशी सबसे ज्यादा important है. So I wrote a mail to the Prime Minister, and within 16 hours I got a call from him.
Wow.
So and they said he is coming to Chennai tomorrow, and आप कल प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने कहा है कि आप अपनी मदर इन लॉ को लेकर आ जाइए, सारे अरेंजमेंट्स हो चुके होंगे, तो शाम में 7:30 बजे ले आइएगा. So I mean, it was just something I was not expecting, but it was so nice of the Prime Minister कि वो मिले. When we walked into the room for the, I think 9 minutes he was with us. Nobody in the room except my mother-in-law, him and myself, three of us. And जिस तरह से उन्होंने बात की, जिस तरह से उन्होंने उनका आशीर्वाद लिया. And I was, because my mother-in-law, except for Tamil and Malayalam, she doesn't speak any other language.
Ah, okay.
And Prime Minister speaks Hindi, English बस. तो I was the interpreter in between कि translate कर रही हूँ मेरी सासू माँ जो बोल रही हैं फिर उनको. And it was so nice of the Prime Minister कि जिस तरह से उन्होंने उनसे बात की, उन्हें इज्जत दी. My mother-in-law was floored. She said ऐसा लगा, and my mother-in-law's eldest brother is 72.
Wow. What a
So
coincidence.
yes, so she said she came back and she's like I had a feeling that I was talking to my son. Didn't feel that I was talking to the prime minister. He doesn't have any heirs. ऐसा लगा कि मैं अपने बेटे से बात कर रही हूँ. तो उसी हिसाब से प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने भी उन्हें वो जो इज्जत अफजाई की उन्होंने वो भी बिल्कुल वैसे ही थी. So it was very surreal. My mother-in-law hasn't settled down yet. So the first thing
I'm
she keeps
sure.
telling everyone कि I met the prime minister, I met the prime minister. So I think उन्होंने इतनी खुशी उनमें डाल दी है कि उनसे मिल ली है. She looks 10 years younger. She looks much more happier. And I think that is most important thing for us at this moment.
I know the happiness I think we all live for. Like when we see our elders in the family, smiling with that much, like beaming with joy, and these are very small things, but makes big impact
Absolutely.
in our all our lives
But
as
इसमें एक और बहुत बड़ी plus हो गई. I
well.
became the favorite daughter-in-law of my mother-in-law.
All brownie points go to you.
Yes, all brownie points.
That is just amazing. मतलब उसे कहते हैं ना कि एक एक तीर से बहुत सारी चीजें आपने एक बार में सेटल
नहीं
कर
वो
दिया
2 दिन में बहुत चीजें हो गई थी. शी इज अ बिग ममूटी फैन. तो मैंने उनको ममूटी जी से बात करवा ली फोन पे. सिंस आई वाज इन केरला एट अ वेडिंग,
Whoa.
Mammootty sir was there, so I made her speak to Mammootty sir. So they were like chatting in Malayalam, and then I was traveling with Dilip, so she spoke to Dilip also.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
immediately in 48 hours, she had a chance to meet the prime minister. तो मतलब 3 चीजें एक साथ हो गई. तो मतलब I am right at the top when it comes to her.
I think everybody should start taking notes right now. Like Nari Shakti notes, like point number 17, 18, 19. But from the takeaways from all of these, what would be the biggest takeaway from Kushboo Sundar? You
As
as an
as
individual.
a woman,
Yes.
I
As
think it's
yourself, as an individual.
as an individual, I think it's extremely important to understand myself. I feel until unless I am not happy from within, I will not be able to keep my loved ones happy. And I need to be independent, not only in my thoughts, in my actions as well. I have to be financially independent. I think every woman should be financially independent. मतलब ये ठीक है, मेरा पैसा, मेरे मियाँ का पैसा भी मेरा पैसा.
True. True.
But I think it's extremely important कि जब तक you do not become financially independent, you do not realize your worth.
True.
I'm not saying you have to be a crorepati. You probably will be making only 25 grands a month, but even that 25,000 will matter a lot to you. You will start respecting yourself and never ever compromise on your dignity. Never ever, whatever it may take. As a mother, as a wife, as a daughter, as a daughter in law, as a sister, or whichever role you play, never ever compromise on your dignity. And I think that is extremely important for me.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that is the biggest takeaway from I think today, Kushboo Sundar. And before I let you go, which I absolutely don't want to, because I'm having too much fun talking to you right now, but you have to come to Singapore, so I have to let you go for that. So before I let you go, like just why don't you ask everybody to come to Namaste Bharat and come, and yeah, maybe they get an opportunity to meet you as well over there.
Of course, I think I request everyone who are watching this program. I'm coming to Singapore. I'm going to be there at Singapore Expo at on the 26th evening. So I would really ask every one of you to come and join me. See what India has to offer. Yes, most of you have been staying in Singapore for many years, probably for generations. But like I said, the best thing about Singapore is you don't feel that you're out of India. You feel that half of India is there. And I would love to see all of you come over, meet us, meet the artisans. And it's not about buying things, but it's about
Yeah.
giving them a hope that yes, you're on the right track, and giving them that confidence that you are doing well for yourself. So it's kind of going to be kind of a pat on their back and say that good going. And I think that's extremely important for our artisans. and come there, join me. And I think there are a lot of Tamil audience also who are watching this.
Yes.
ஸோ உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் ஒரு சின்ன வேண்டுகோள், வாங்க கொண்டாடுங்க. நமஸ்தே பாரத், நம்ம பாரத். நான் வந்துட்டு இருக்கேன், என்னோட கலந்து அங்க பாருங்க என்னெல்லாம் இருக்கு, என்னெல்லாம் கொண்டு வந்திருக்கோம். அண்ட் உங்களை எல்லாரும் பார்க்கறதுக்கு ரொம்ப ஆர்வமா இருக்கேன்.
I just got the gist of it though. I just know that what have you said. I think Gayatri has said something in like I don't know what does that mean, and I ningle marave.
நீங்க மாறவே இல்ல, same as always. Okay, thank you so much Gayatri. மாறவே இல்ல. It's very difficult. She's saying you haven't changed, you're just the same.
Okay.
That's what it means.
Wow.
So thank you so much Gayatri. I hope to see you at the exhibition Namaste Bharat. Please do come, all of you, and let's celebrate what we call India.
Yes, that is true. And on that note, thank you so very much for taking out time today and talking to us. And we really, really look forward to see you in Namaste Bharat 2024. And yeah, maybe we can talk face to face as well.
Definitely. I look forward to seeing you too.
Thank you so much. You have a great
Thank you.
evening. See you
Thank
in
you.
Singapore.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye everyone.
Bye.
4 days. Singapore, get ready to celebrate India with D-Ideas presents Namaste Bharat 2024. 25th to 28th Jan, enjoy the rich cultural diversity of India with Indian Food Festival, textiles, health and wellness workshops, fashion shows, lucky draws and more. Namaste Bharat at Singapore Expo Hall 5B, 25th to 28th Jan, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Entry free. For more info, visit www.namastebharat.world. Digital media partners, Masti Media Network Singapore.
And that was Ms.Kushboo Sundar, who's the brand ambassador of Namaste Bharat, which is going to start tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure that you go over there. And all thanks to D-Ideas for arranging and curating this Namaste Bharat exhibition, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. 25th, which is tomorrow, till 28th Jan tak ye chalne wala hai. Singapore Expo Hall 5B, that's where it is going to happen. Subah 10 baje se raat ke 10 baje तक it is absolutely entry free, and उसी में आपको बहुत सारा कुछ मिलेगा. There's DJ night, there's Indian Food Festival, there's health and wellness के workshops, there are competitions, Hindi Writers Fest, there are fashion shows, lucky draws. I mean, और क्या चाहिए आपको? And of course, Ms.Kushboo Sundar is also gonna be there. So well, यहाँ पे तैयारी पूरी हो चुकी है, बस हम सभी का वहां पे इंतजार है. So we shall see you over there. And इसी बात के साथ I will get back to my radio show as well, right here, right now. It was a great evening, and I hope that you also enjoyed the conversation and you have a great evening ahead as well. Abhi ke liye, bye-bye and take care. Why don't you come join me at Radio Masti 24/7, where my show Midweek Blues is going on.